we have a duty. Everyone, including myself, all of you, have a duty to become a global citizen and be aware of things that are happening in our world, especially now that you are on the verge of higher education in the post-secondary life, regardless of where you go. Even if you're not planning on going to post-secondary, it still is a duty to become a global citizen. So that is on the table. The first and foremost, I would like to apologize to this class. I have said, I think a few times in this class, I am not good at multitasking. It's not the way I'm built. It's not the way I can handle things. And with trying to keep my eye on my kids and this class and teach what has gone under was the messaging system. Normally I've kind of like I've had yesterday I had several conversations with several different people, all from students to other teachers to admin, and going through and having a discussion about like how do we use it. And I am finding a particularly tough time to manage between that your grade 12s. I believe we should be talking about these important subjects. You're about to head off into the world, and you need to, I believe there is great importance of talking about things that matter and not keeping this solely to, I don't know, non-issues, I guess you'd call them. But as a result of this, it means that like I have not been able to, as much as I should have been, monitoring the messages as they pop up. But it's something that like I just see something pop up, but I'm in the middle of talking, and then I go from there. So if I have made this class uncomfortable, I do truly do apologize on that. And I've shut down the message one on this one in order to do that. If this was a regular school, a regular quadmester, it'd be a little different on, because in class, I can control the conversation, not control the conversation, but hop in and when things are, and like intervene as things go from there, or things get like, if it crosses a line of going in from conversation to like, wait a second, no, let's back this up a bit. But unfortunately, when we're speaking, I can have that, but it's like teaching a class and then like a subreddit at the same time is going on. And while I can look at the subreddit after, and again, maybe the messaging system should have been shut down sooner than this, but after yesterday, I came to the decision of like, okay, time to just we'll turn this off for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's a short week on this one, and then on Monday we can take a quick vote. Do you need the messenger system back up or not? And we can go from there. I did want to take this time right before we started. Thoughts or comments on this one? If you do have like any other like thing, I know, like thoughts or comments in this public space about this thing that happened. If you want to talk to me at all after class, you can do that. You can come up, show it to me, and like we can have a one-on-one conversation. Or again, send out an email saying like, sir, I'd like to have a conversation about this, but can we arrange a time so it's just us talking? No problem, always willing to. And for this, it doesn't have to be between 2 and 3:15. If that doesn't work for you, but you'd still like to have a conversation about this, you just say a time, and I'll work around your schedule and go from there. Go ahead.
So for the chat, I just want to say first off, I really don't think it's your fault at all, Mr. I think that it's on us for not keeping it respectful. But I also think that it's an important feature to have on because some people, aren't able to unmute or, turn their cameras on or anything to actually add the discussion that way. So having it open, especially when you ask answers that are only like one word, that way we don't have to go through the process of everyone raises their hand, everyone unmutes. Like, I think it's important to have it, but I think it's really on us just to keep it related to the class at hand and not getting into stuff that's I guess, disrespectful or inappropriate.
And I appreciate you saying that it's not my fault, but at the end of the day, this is right. Like, yes, we can go on the idea of like, okay, sure, but at the same time, it is my first and foremost job to create an environment that people. Like I said, I want you to look forward to English class, and if there is anyone in the class that is like, I'm not looking forward to this, like, again, if we were doing Shakespeare and like, I hate English because I don't want to do Shakespeare, that's sure, okay. But if it's something that is like on a conversation like that, then that is on me, because it has to be. I pride myself on creating classrooms that people look look forward to coming to, especially like that they want to be there. It's, I think, a strong point of mine. And if I have not done that, then that is on me. I have not fulfilled my jobs to my standards as a teacher. Go ahead.
So, I agree with like I think that what she said was like really important. Like we're grade 12 students, like half of us are 18. We should know how to keep stuff respectful. So, like I definitely agree with that. But also, I kind of had a question. Like I do hope that we're still able to continue to talk about like news stories and stuff like when we come to class because I personally am learning a lot from that and I find that really really beneficial. So I hope that even though we're losing like the messaging feature, that that whole element doesn't necessarily leave as well, because I find that really helpful.
Yeah, no, I fully plan on. There are some things that, like, if the after the conversations was like, it wasn't that though. No one at any level had that conversation. But if it was the idea of like, well, I guess you're not talking about news stories anymore, my answer would have been like, no. Again, that's important. And again, it's I believe in like that a class that would be like, well, just take a 3 day hiatus. If people are like, you know what, I don't miss the messaging thing, let's keep it off, no problem. They're like, you know what, let's give it another shot. No problem on this one. We can do that as well. We'll like regroup Monday and then go from there. But as I said, I'm still fully planning on saying news stories, who's got what, after this conversation, and after I introduce you to the new horse's name, of course, and then going from there. Final comments? Great. Okay.